Hey guys, BrickQueen here with another Lego Harry Potter minifigure comparison for you guys. This is every version of Hagrid that Lego has ever made, or at least up until this point in early 2021. Um, it's very likely to change. Hagrid is kind of an important character, and so they include him fairly regularly, I would say. Now, every one of these can be found in multiple sets, except for this one right now. So at the moment, the newest version is only in one set. This one came out in 2019 in the Bobaton's carriage set. That's why he's got these, so he can kind of direct it to land. So that's the newest version. But over here, let's start from the oldest version. So 2001 was the first time we saw a version of Hagrid. It was also the first time we saw Lego Harry Potter sets at all. So they started off with a bang, included Hagrid from the get-go, which is great. Now, there's a little confusion on this collection because some websites will say that there's only one version of Hagrid with the yellow face. Now, I have two here because these look a little different to me. And maybe it's just the print looks a little shinier on the coat on this one. So you might say that these are the same. You might say that they're different. I included both. Here's what I'm thinking, because the yellow version of Hagrid was included in is either 3 or 4 sets. I know at least a couple of times in 2001 and then once in 2002. So I'm thinking maybe this one is like what the 2001 one, and maybe this is actually a 2002. That might account for the slight change in print. But like I said, some websites list it as the same. So, I mean, if you consider this the same, I get it. Some people might think it's different. So I included both. And if you take the hair pieces off, you can see the faces underneath are the same. And there's the back molding, obviously, is the same. I know Hagrid looks so weird when you take the beard off of this old version. It just, I don't know, the head seems off on the old version when you take the beard off. It kind of works with it, but anyway, so that's 2001, 2002-ish. So in 2004, Hagrid got skin color. And so that was this version here. And if I remember right, I think it was included in a couple of sets. Pretty sure there was a Hagrid's Hut that year, and then also a Hogwarts Castle, if I remember correctly. And so that is this version. And you can see a much brighter coat underneath, or I don't know what you call that. It's almost like he wears two coats. So I'm not I'm not really sure. Coat and then overcoat maybe. But there's the face underneath, and of course, really nothing on the back. But also they gave him skin color hands this time, and on the old one, it was sort of like he was wearing gloves in the older versions, whichever you want to say. And the face, basically, it's like the same kind of look. They just did skin color instead. And no second faces, by the way. But that's 2004. And then, Lego was kind of off and on making Harry Potter for some years. So it's not a huge surprise that we kind of skip around in years. 2001, 2002, 2004. Then the next one isn't until 2010. And that is this version. And so we have him with his umbrella. I don't remember. Some of these might have come with this because this isn't exactly made out of like unique pieces or anything. Maybe the color, the pink color, possibly. A little bit more unique, not like exclusive or anything, but anyway. So this is the 2010 version. Very different face print on there. Again, no second face, but the body mold is the same as the old one. But on this one, you can see it's different print on the inside, and they also did some printing on the overcoat. You can see the buttons and the outline of the coat on there. So it's kind of nice they added that. So after 2010, we kind of have a gap, and you can also see there's a big difference in the figures because they stopped using that old mold they had and they changed it to this new version. This is 2018 when it first appeared. This version did. And it's the same body mold that they use for this one, it's just different print. So this one in 2018, I think it's been in, I can think of about 3 sets so far. And this is also the one that's in the big Diagon Alley set. Same one. Diagon Alley came out 2019, but this figure was first introduced in 2018. In fact, I think it was in a couple of 2019 sets. Anyway, so this is the totally different mold. You can see the hairpiece is also changed. This is a hard plastic, whereas the old one was more of a soft plastic. You can also get it changed from black to brown. And his beard's a little bit shorter also. So I like the new hairpiece. I think it works much better for Hagrid. And also, I mean, I think his hair really was more of a dark brown than black. I mean, if you look at the picture there, I think dark brown is much more appropriate. So maybe that's just me, but I like it. They did make Hagrid just a little bit shorter than the old version. If you stand them really close, you can see there's just a little difference. It's not a big difference, but the overall mold is very different. So on this old one, the whole body, that's all one chunk basically. So on the newer one, they actually give him these little legs underneath his overcoat. So the coat part is kind of one mold, and then they just attach little legs underneath it. So you could put, bigger legs if you wanted to make him even taller, which may be why they made this piece, so that because they could probably use this for other characters, I would imagine. I'm sure you could find other characters that this would be a great mold to use for. And you can see 2018, they also have, an actual umbrella mold, which is great. Nice little closed umbrella there. And really nice printing. And still no second face on this one. But very different look, between the two molds there. And then, like I said, this is the newest, technically the newest version. This is the one from the Beauxbaton carriage. No second face. Again, there's no second face for any version of Hagrid so far. I think one day we will see another version, or not only another version, but one with a double-sided face, because really with him, there's no reason not to, because the hair does hide it, so you don't have that reason. I know sometimes if like a figure only has a hat, they don't want to do a second face because it looks weird, having it from behind, showing it from behind. But there's no reason not to for Hagrid. But very different outfit he's got here, because this is obviously from a very specific scene when the Beauxbaton carriage was arriving. So I think it's cool. You can see the difference in these two. But let's take the hair pieces off here. And you can actually see the face. Basically, it's the same face. Might be a slight printing difference, maybe, but it's basically the same face. So, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed there. They didn't give you a little variation. But honestly, once you put the hair pieces on, the eyes would be the only thing to change, because you really can't see the mouth much. I know the hairpiece is designed where you're supposed to be able to, but you have to really angle it just right to see any of the mouth. So it's really not a big deal. But anyway, at the moment, this is every version of Hagrid. So what do you think? Do you have a favorite? Do you have a least favorite? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. Which one is your favorite? And is there another version of Hagrid that you are hoping to see Lego make one day? Um, there is a sometimes he wears like a nice, pretty scarf. I think that would be a nice version. There's, you know, like in Deathly Hallows, he has like goggles he wears part of the time. So that would be kind of cool. Anyway, just some thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.